Alex had always liked quiet evenings, the kind where the sun dipped behind the horizon and the sky turned a soft shade of orange, fading slowly into deep blue. It was during one such evening that Alex noticed something unusual in the small attic room of their house. Boxes, long forgotten, were stacked unevenly against the walls, dust floating lazily in the rays of light that fell through the slanted window. Alex had been cleaning, hoping to find old memories to smile at, maybe an old book or a photograph. But then, tucked in a corner beneath a faded quilt, something shiny caught their eye. It was a small box, about the size of a matchbox, with intricate carvings on the top. Alex's fingers trembled slightly as they lifted it. The carvings were unusual, symbols that looked familiar yet strange, like a language they almost remembered. Curiosity won over hesitation. Alex opened the box carefully. Inside rested a ring. Not an ordinary ring, but one that seemed alive in its stillness. It shimmered in the light, reflecting faint hues of blue and silver, and Alex could swear it almost whispered when the breeze passed over it. This must have belonged to Uncle Jonas, Alex murmured. Jonas, the uncle who had disappeared nearly a month ago during one of his research trips to the outer planets. No one knew exactly where he had gone or why, but his work was rumored to be strange, perhaps even dangerous. Alex had never understood all the technical details, but something about the ring felt special, almost magical. Just as Alex lifted the ring from its box, a familiar voice called from next door. "Hey, Alex! Found anything interesting up there?" It was Caden, their neighbor. He had a way of appearing at the most unexpected times, always with a playful smirk that made Alex feel a mix of amusement and caution. Alex carefully put the ring back in its box. "Just some old things," they said. "Nothing worth your attention." Caden leaned casually against the doorframe, looking at the attic window. "I saw you carrying something shiny. A little curiosity never hurts. Let me take a look?" Alex hesitated. They knew Caden's curiosity often got him into trouble, but there was something in his smile that was hard to resist. Still, the ring felt important. "It's just a ring," Alex said slowly. "But if you want, you can hold it for a moment. Just keep it safe for me." Caden's eyes lit up. "Safe, huh? That's a big responsibility. Don't worry, I can handle it." He reached out, and Alex handed him the small box. Caden opened it carefully, lifting the ring between his fingers. He examined it closely, spinning it in the light. "Interesting," he murmured. "It looks almost alive. I wonder if it's more than just decoration." Alex smiled faintly. "Maybe it is. Uncle Jonas always liked unusual things." For a few minutes, they both stayed in the attic, silent except for the occasional sound of Caden turning the ring in his hand. Alex felt a strange calm wash over them, as if the ring had settled something deep inside, though they couldn't say what. After a while, Caden handed the ring back. "I'll be careful with it," he promised, his smirk still present but softened by curiosity. "I'll keep it right here until you need it again." Alex nodded, feeling a small relief. "Thank you. That means a lot." Later that evening, Alex sat by their window, the city lights beginning to twinkle below. They held a small notebook, sketching the strange symbols they had seen on the ring's box. There was something familiar in them, like a memory they had forgotten. Alex's mind wandered to Uncle Jonas and the mysterious disappearance that had left a quiet hole in their life. As the night grew darker, Alex noticed the moonlight reflecting off something on the windowsill. The ring? No, Caden must have brought it back. But no, it wasn't there. Alex frowned. Maybe they had just imagined it. That night, sleep came slowly. Alex dreamed of distant stars, swirling in colors they had never seen before. Voices whispered in the dream, soft and melodic, speaking a language that Alex almost understood. They reached out to touch the light in the dream, and it pulsed under their fingers like a heartbeat. When Alex woke up the next morning, sunlight streamed through the window, and the city was alive with the sound of early traffic. But there was a small blue glow on the bedside table. Alex froze. It was the ring. How had it gotten there? Before they could think too long, a knock sounded at the door. It was Caden holding the box again. "Morning. I found it outside near the garden. Strange, isn't it? Maybe it just wanted to be with you." Alex took the box, their heart pounding. "Thank you. I think." Caden smiled. "Don't thank me yet. I feel like this little thing might have more secrets than we know." Over the next few days, Alex kept the ring close. They noticed subtle things. A slight warmth when it touched their skin. Faint pulses of light when they thought hard, and that strange feeling that someone or something was trying to communicate. They wondered if it had powers, but more importantly, they wondered why Uncle Jonas had left it behind. Meanwhile, Caden could not help himself. He peeked into the ring's box when Alex wasn't around, feeling an odd curiosity that was difficult to resist. There was a playful challenge in him. What if the ring liked him too? What would happen if he wore it? One evening, as Alex and Caden walked through the neighborhood park, Caden asked, "Do you think this ring can do more than just look pretty?" Alex shrugged. "I don't know, but it feels important, like it's waiting for something, or someone." Caden grinned. "Maybe it's waiting for the right person. Or maybe it wants both of us to figure it out together." Alex laughed softly. "Maybe. But for now, it's better if we just keep it safe." And so, the ring rested in its box, between them both, a small mystery that seemed to hum quietly with energy. Alex felt a strange comfort knowing that Caden was nearby, that they were not alone in uncovering the secrets of the ring. Little did they know, that very night, the ring began to glow faintly on its own. The symbols on its surface shimmered, pulsing like a heartbeat in the darkness. And somewhere in the dream world of Alex, the voices returned, whispering again, calling, waiting for the first step of an adventure that would change everything. The next morning, Alex woke to the soft hum of the city outside their window. Sunlight poured in, painting the room in gentle gold. But something felt different. The ring, which had been safely resting in its box on the bedside table, now seemed to shimmer faintly, almost as if it were breathing. Alex stared at it, heart beating faster. "Okay, that's new," Alex whispered. Carefully, they picked up the ring, turning it over in their hands. The symbols along its surface glowed softly, responding to the warmth of their fingers. For a moment, Alex imagined the ring was alive, like a tiny heart beating in their palm. Before they could think more, the door creaked open. Caden stepped in, a mischievous grin on his face. "Morning. Did you sleep well?" he asked, eyes flicking toward the box. Alex tightened their grip on the ring. "I think it moved," they said cautiously. Caden raised an eyebrow. "Moved? Like by itself?" "Yes," Alex said. "I didn't touch it this morning, and it glowed when I picked it up." Caden's grin widened. "Well, maybe it likes you more than me." He reached toward the box, but Alex held it away. "Don't. I'm serious. I think it's sensitive." Caden paused. His playful expression softened. "All right, I'll be careful. But honestly, I can't stop wondering what it can do." That day, Alex tried to focus on normal life, school, small chores, even sketching the glowing symbols in their notebook. But the ring seemed to have other plans. Whenever Alex concentrated, the symbols pulsed brighter, almost in rhythm with their thoughts. It was as if the ring were listening, learning, reacting. By evening, Alex had a strange idea. "Maybe it responds to emotions," they said aloud. They held the ring tightly, thinking about their Uncle Jonas, imagining the times they had spent together exploring the attic and talking about stars and distant planets. The ring vibrated softly, sending a tingling warmth up Alex's fingers. They gasped, startled. It was not painful, more like a gentle push of energy, a spark of connection that made the hair on their arms stand on end. Meanwhile, Caden's curiosity had grown too strong to resist. That night, when Alex stepped out to grab a snack from the kitchen, Caden leaned over and picked up the ring. "Just for a second," he whispered to himself. The moment he slid the ring onto his finger, a strange sensation washed over him. It was as if someone had flipped a switch inside his mind. Colors seemed brighter, sounds sharper, and his thoughts moved faster. He could almost see patterns forming in the air around him, as if reality itself was revealing hidden threads. Caden blinked. "Whoa, this is incredible." He lifted a book from the shelf and stared at it, thinking of a particular paragraph he wanted to understand. Without moving his lips, he found the words rearranging themselves in his mind, making sense immediately. It was as if the ring had unlocked a hidden potential. Meanwhile, Alex returned to the room, startled to see the glow on Caden's finger. "Caden, what are you doing?" Caden looked up, eyes wide with wonder. I just wanted to see. It's amazing. I feel different, smarter, faster. I don't know how to explain it." Alex's heart raced. "You shouldn't wear it. I think it bonds with the strongest mind nearby. I mean, it's reacting to you, not me." Caden laughed a little nervously. "Strongest mind, huh? I guess it likes a challenge." For the next few hours, strange things happened. Caden could almost anticipate what Alex was thinking, finishing sentences before they said them. A small toy robot that had been idle on the table suddenly moved, lifting its tiny arms without anyone touching it. Both of them froze. Did I do that?" Caden asked, looking at the robot. "I don't know," Alex admitted. Maybe the ring reacts to intention. We have to be careful." Caden nodded slowly, suddenly serious. "Yeah, I didn't realize it could do things like that." That night, Alex lay in bed, unable to sleep. Thoughts of the ring and their uncle's disappearance raced through their mind. It was not just a ring, it was something far more powerful than they had imagined. The next morning, they met Caden at the park. "We need to figure out what it really is," Alex said. "If it's dangerous, or even if it's just unpredictable, we should understand it before anything happens." Caden nodded. "Agreed. But maybe it's also amazing? Think of what it could do for us. Not in a scary way, just helping us understand more, learn faster, see patterns we never noticed." Alex frowned. "Maybe. But power like this? It's not a toy. Uncle Jonas must have known that." They walked in silence, the city buzzing around them, yet both were acutely aware of the quiet hum of energy in the ring. Alex tried to sketch the glowing patterns in their notebook again, but now they seemed to move as they drew, changing slightly with every stroke. By afternoon, they noticed something unusual. A small delivery drone hovering above the neighborhood suddenly twitched, spinning slightly before landing softly on the sidewalk. Alex and Caden exchanged worried glances. "That drone, it wasn't supposed to do that," Alex said. "I didn't touch it, did you?" Caden shook his head. "No, I think maybe the ring is affecting nearby technology." Alex's mind raced. If it is, that could attract attention. People, agencies. They might be tracking these things. We need to be careful. As if on cue, a small notification blinked on Alex's wrist communicator, a device they rarely used. The message was short, but it made their hearts skip a beat. "We are aware of the item in your possession. Please report to the nearest Human Advancement Office. Immediate attention required." Alex swallowed hard. "It's them. They've been tracking it. Caden looked at the glowing ring on his finger.
Maybe we're supposed to go to them. Maybe that's why Uncle Jonas left it here.
Alex hesitated, unsure. But deep down, they knew Caden was right. The ring had a purpose, and it was no longer just a mysterious object in the attic. It was calling them toward something bigger, something that would challenge their minds, their creativity, and maybe even their courage. That night, they sat together on the rooftop of Alex's building, watching the city lights flicker below. The ring glowed softly between them, pulsing gently, as if inviting them to trust it. "Are we ready for this?" Alex asked, their voice quiet. Caden smiled, though his eyes showed a mixture of excitement and nervousness. "I think we have no choice. Whatever this is, it's bigger than us. But I trust we can handle it, together." Alex nodded, feeling a strange warmth spread through their chest. They had no idea what awaited them, but for the first time since Uncle Jonas disappeared, they felt a spark of hope and adventure. The ring, resting in Caden's hand, shimmered brighter, almost like it was acknowledging their decision. Somewhere deep in the symbols, a faint pattern shifted, hinting at secrets yet to be revealed. And far beyond the city, in the quiet of the stars, tiny points of light blinked in recognition, perhaps noticing the first step of a human story that would stretch across planets, testing ingenuity, resilience, and heart. That night, Alex and Caden didn't sleep. They planned, whispered, and imagined what lay ahead. They had unlocked the ring's first secret, but its true potential, and the adventure it promised, had only just begun. The morning sun spilled over the city skyline, but Alex and Caden were already awake, their minds racing with the events of the previous night. The ring had revealed more of its secret than either of them expected. Every time Caden wore it, he seemed to gain insight, not just into the world around him, but into possibilities they could barely imagine. Alex, holding the notebook filled with sketches and patterns, felt a mix of excitement and worry. "We need to understand this ring fully before we do anything," they said. "If it can affect technology like that drone yesterday, then someone, somewhere, will notice." Caden glanced at the ring on his finger, still glowing faintly. "Notice us? I think they already have. That message from the Human Advancement Office, it's more than a suggestion. They want it, Alex. They want to see what it can do." Alex bit their lip. "Then we should be careful. We can't just hand it over without knowing its full purpose." Caden grinned, half nervously, half in thrill. "Or, we can show them we're ready." Before Alex could respond, the soft hum of the ring intensified. The symbols on its surface glimmered, pulsing like a heartbeat. Alex felt a tingle on their fingertips, as if the ring were calling them somewhere. Not just physically, but in a way that stirred their minds. "Do you feel that?" Alex asked. Caden nodded. "Yeah, it's like it wants us to move, explore, test ourselves." Suddenly, their wrist communicators beeped. Another message appeared, more urgent this time. "Immediate compliance required. Do not attempt to relocate or hide the item. Human Advancement Office agents will arrive at your location within 2 hours." Alex's heart skipped. "They're coming here. We don't have time to figure this out calmly." Caden slipped the ring fully onto his finger. The glow intensified, casting flickering shadows on the walls. He closed his eyes for a moment, focusing. The air seemed to shimmer around him, and Alex noticed a sudden breeze that had no source. "It's showing us a way," Caden whispered. "Not away from them, but a better way." Alex tilted their head, confused. "A better way?" Caden opened his eyes, now sparkling with a strange clarity. "Yes, a path that uses human skill, not just brute force. Follow me." Within minutes, they were outside, racing through quiet streets toward a small private hangar that Alex knew about. A place Uncle Jonas used to store experimental gadgets. Among the dusty equipment sat a sleek, compact spacecraft. Its hull shimmered under the sunlight, reflecting the patterns that seemed to mimic the symbols on the ring. "This was Jonas's?" Alex asked. Caden nodded. "Seems like it. Maybe he left this for us too, like a trial or a test." As they climbed into the spacecraft, the hum of the engines echoed the rhythm of the ring. Alex strapped in nervously, but Caden's confidence grew with every second. He adjusted the controls instinctively, guided by flashes of insight the ring provided. The launch was smooth. As they rose above the city, Alex could see the streets shrinking below them. The ring's glow pulsed in harmony with the ship's sensors. And for a moment, Alex felt like they were not just piloting a machine, they were part of a living system. "Where are we going?" Alex asked, gripping the armrest. Caden smiled. "Somewhere safe. For now. The ring knows more than we do. It's leading us." Minutes later, the city disappeared behind them. The vast expanse of space stretched out, dotted with stars and distant planets. Alex's stomach flipped with awe and a hint of fear. They had never left Earth before, and now they were hurtling through space guided by a ring whose secrets were only partially understood. "Do you think Uncle Jonas went through something like this?" Alex asked. Caden's eyes softened. "Maybe. He always wanted to push boundaries, see what humans are capable of. I think he trusted us to continue his work." As they approached the edge of the solar system, a flicker appeared on the ship's sensors. Another vessel? Alex squinted, trying to identify it. "It's a scout drone," Caden said. "Probably sent by the Human Advancement Office. They're tracking the ring." Alex's pulse quickened. "What do we do?" Caden closed his eyes, letting the ring guide him. The ship responded almost as if alive, adjusting its course, weaving between asteroids and small meteor clusters. The scout drone followed, but every move Alex and Caden made seemed just out of reach for it. "You're doing amazing," Alex said, watching Caden with awe. "It's like the ring knows the safest path." Caden laughed softly. "It's not just the ring, it's us too. We have to think, react, imagine, not just follow blindly. That's what makes us human." Alex realized he was right. The ring amplified potential. But it didn't replace human ingenuity. Every choice, every calculation, every small instinct mattered. After a tense chase through asteroid belts and near-distant moons, the scout drone eventually gave up, returning to report back to the agency. Alex and Caden floated in silence, watching the stars swirl past their viewport. "That was incredible," Alex said, still catching their breath. Caden nodded, finally removing the ring. The glow faded slightly, leaving a soft shimmer. "Yeah. And it's only the beginning. The ring is showing us that humans aren't just passengers in the universe. We can adapt, learn, even excel, if we trust ourselves." Alex smiled, feeling a surge of pride and wonder. "I never thought I'd leave Earth like this. And yet, I feel like we're exactly where we're meant to be." Caden leaned back in his seat. "The Human Advancement Office thinks the ring is theirs. But maybe it's ours to understand first. They may have technology, rules, and protocols, but we have curiosity, courage, and teamwork. That's something no machine can replicate." As they continued their journey through uncharted space, the ring pulsed again, brighter this time. Alex realized that it wasn't just a tool or a gift. It was a guide, a symbol of potential waiting to be unlocked. But unlike the agency that sought to control it, Alex and Caden understood that its true power relied on human creativity, empathy, and collaboration. Hours later, they reached a small habitable asteroid cluster that Jonas had once mentioned in his notes. The surface glimmered faintly under distant starlight. "This must be it," Alex said. "He wanted us to come here." Caden stepped out of the spacecraft first, the ring glowing in the low light.
"Feels like home," he whispered.
Alex followed, taking in the quiet beauty of the place. Strange plants glimmered faintly, reacting to the human presence. Tiny streams reflected starlight, and in the distance, the faint outline of a structure could be seen, perhaps a research station Jonas had built.
"We're not alone,"
Alex said softly, pointing to the structure. "Maybe Jonas left more clues for us." Caden smiled. "Then let's find them. The ring isn't just about power. It's about discovery. And I think we're ready for whatever comes next." As the two friends explored the asteroid cluster, Alex felt a profound sense of purpose. They had crossed planets, dodged tracking drones, and now stood on the threshold of a secret left behind by their uncle. The ring pulsed warmly in their hands, as if acknowledging their resolve. And somewhere beyond the stars, Alex felt the universe watching, not with threat, but with curiosity. The first step of a human journey across the galaxy had begun, guided not by force or domination, but by courage, intelligence, and the unshakable belief in what humans could achieve when they worked together. For the first time, Alex understood what Uncle Jonas must have felt. The ring wasn't a weapon or a tool of control. It was a test of potential, a symbol that humans were more than capable of meeting challenges beyond imagination, as long as they trusted themselves and each other. As they set up temporary camp near the station, Caden turned to Alex. "We're ready, aren't we?" Alex nodded, holding the ring gently. "Yes, and whatever comes next, we face it together." The stars above twinkled in agreement. The asteroid station was quiet, almost serene. Alex and Caden moved carefully through the metallic corridors, their footsteps echoing softly in the vast emptiness. Strange plants and bioluminescent rocks lined the walls, pulsing faintly as if responding to the energy from the ring. "This place? It feels like Uncle Jonas left it for us," Alex whispered, brushing dust from a console. "Everything here is familiar, and yet so strange." Caden adjusted the ring on his finger. "It's like the station is alive, waiting for us to figure something out. I can feel it in the way the lights react, in the way the air moves." A soft hum filled the room. Alex glanced around. "That's the ring," they said. "It's trying to guide us." They followed the glowing path laid out by the ring, which led them to a central chamber. In the center, a pedestal rose from the floor, engraved with the same symbols that covered the ring. As they approached, the ring pulsed brightly, almost like a heartbeat in the silence. "This has to be it," Alex said. "The core, whatever Uncle Jonas wanted us to see." Before they could investigate further, a low chime echoed through the station. Alex's communicator beeped urgently. Another message from the Human Advancement Office. "You have entered a restricted area. Surrender the item immediately. Human Advancement Office agents are en route." Caden's eyes narrowed. "They found us. I guess they were tracking the ring all along." Alex's stomach tightened. "We can't just give it to them. We still don't understand it." "The ring. It needs us to figure something out first." Caden nodded, determination in his eyes. "Then we need to show them what humans can do. Not force or fight, but think, adapt, and cooperate. That's what the ring wants." Moments later, lights flickered at the entrance of the chamber. A group of sleek humanoid agents entered. Their suits gleamed under the station lights, and their faces were calm but focused. Alex felt a pang of nervousness. These were not ordinary people. They were trained to retrieve the ring and likely expected compliance. One agent stepped forward. "Alex, Caden. The ring is a highly advanced human-designed AI artifact. It must be returned for evaluation. Your cooperation is expected." Alex took a deep breath. "We want to cooperate," they said carefully. "But we think you're missing the point. The ring, it's not just a tool, it's a guide. It wants to test us, not control us. The agent tilted their head. Test? The ring is not capable of independent judgment. Its purpose is to enhance human capacity under controlled conditions. Caden smiled, holding the ring in his hand. That's exactly it. But it doesn't work under control. The ring responds to human ingenuity, empathy, and collaboration, things you can't enforce with rules or protocols. It needs freedom to guide us. The agents paused, seemingly calculating. Alex realized that logic alone would not convince them. The ring itself had to demonstrate its purpose. Caden stepped forward and placed the ring on the pedestal. The symbols on the ring matched perfectly with those on the surface. The ring began to glow brighter, sending waves of light throughout the chamber. The agents blinked in surprise as holographic patterns formed in the air, diagrams, maps, and symbols moving in rhythm with the ring's pulses. Alex felt a connection to the ring now, understanding its intention more clearly. "Look at this," they said. "The ring isn't just enhancing physical abilities, it's enhancing thought, creativity, understanding. It's showing us possibilities we couldn't see before." One agent approached cautiously. "This is extraordinary. The ring is adapting in real time to human cognitive input. But why guide you here?" Caden answered, voice steady. "Because it wants humans to realize what we're capable of. Not just learning facts or following instructions, but working together, using our minds fully. The ring enhances potential, but it depends on humans making decisions." That's the test. The agent studied the holographic display carefully. The patterns shifted, almost like a conversation between the ring and Alex and Caden. Slowly, the agents began to nod. "The ring is demonstrating human initiative," one said. "It responds to judgment, not commands. This changes everything." Alex felt a thrill of relief. Exactly. It's not about power. It's about collaboration. Trusting each other. Trusting ourselves. That's how the ring works. Caden added, "We didn't just follow its guidance blindly. We had to think, adapt, and work together. That's why we succeeded in evading the drones. That's why we understand it now." The agents remained silent for a moment, then stepped back. "It seems we underestimated the human element," one admitted. "The ring requires ingenuity, creativity, and morality. These cannot be programmed or controlled." Alex smiled. "Yes, that's why Uncle Jonas left it for us. He knew humans had potential beyond what machines could measure. The ring tests us, but it also teaches us." Caden nodded, looking at the glowing symbols on the ring. "And it's not just about intelligence. It's about heart, collaboration, understanding consequences. That's what the ring values." The chamber was quiet for a moment, filled only with the soft glow of the ring. The agents exchanged glances, acknowledging the lesson they had witnessed. Finally, the lead agent spoke. "We see now. The ring's purpose is not control. It is a tool for growth. Humans, not machines, must choose how to use it. Your judgment has proven capable." Alex felt a sense of pride swell in their chest. "So, we get to continue? To explore and learn?" "Yes," the agent said. "But under guidance, not restriction. The ring will remain with you, as long as its lessons are respected and its integrity preserved." Caden let out a small laugh. "Looks like the ring trusted us, and now we can trust the process. We didn't just survive this, we learned from it." The agent stepped back, leaving Alex and Caden with the ring. Alex touched the glowing artifact gently. It pulsed warmly, as if acknowledging their resolve. "This is bigger than us," Alex said softly, "but I feel like we can handle it." Caden nodded. "We can, because it's not just the ring. It's us, our creativity, our courage, our collaboration. That's what makes humans human."
The agents departed quietly, leaving behind a calm and thoughtful silence. Alex and Caden looked at the glowing ring, understanding that its purpose had been revealed. It was not a weapon. It was a teacher, a guide, a symbol of human potential. As they explored more of the asteroid station, they found journals, sketches, and experiments left behind by Uncle Jonas. Each one reinforced the lesson the ring had already demonstrated. Humans were capable of extraordinary things when they trusted their minds and hearts. "That's what Jonas wanted us to see," Alex said, flipping through one of the journals. "The ring is just a tool. The real test is us." Caden smiled, adjusting the ring on his finger. "And we passed. But this is only the beginning. The universe is vast, full of possibilities. The ring can guide us, but we still have to make the choices." Alex nodded. "Yes, and I'm ready. Whatever comes next, we face it together." The two friends stepped outside onto the asteroid's surface. Stars stretched endlessly above them, distant planets shimmering like jewels. The ring pulsed softly, a reminder of the lessons learned and the adventures yet to come. For the first time, Alex felt complete understanding, not just of the ring, but of themselves and what humans could achieve. Intelligence, creativity, and collaboration were more powerful than any technology alone. And as they looked at Caden and at the glowing ring in his hand, Alex realized that the future wasn't something to fear. It was something to shape together. The stars above twinkled in silent approval. The ring's glow merged with the light of the cosmos, symbolizing human potential reaching beyond limits. Alex and Caden had learned the ultimate lesson: that true strength was not in power, control, or even the ring itself, but in trust, teamwork, and the boundless ingenuity of the human mind. And somewhere, far away in the uncharted depths of space, Uncle Jonas smiled, knowing that the future of humanity was in capable hands. The asteroid station was quiet now. The glow of the ring pulsed gently in Caden's hand, casting soft light across the metallic floor. Alex stood beside him, notebook in hand, filled with sketches, symbols, and observations they had gathered over days of exploration. Together, they had unlocked much of the ring's mystery, but the true journey was only beginning. "We've come so far," Alex said softly, staring at the stars through the station's viewport. "I never imagined leaving Earth like this, let alone understanding something like the ring." Caden smiled, adjusting the ring. "It's more than a ring. It's a teacher, a guide, and we've learned that the real lessons come from us, not it." Alex nodded. "Exactly. Intelligence alone isn't enough. Creativity, teamwork, empathy, that's what the ring values. That's what humans need to survive out here." For hours, they explored the rest of the station. Every corner contained more of Uncle Jonas's work: devices, tools, charts of stars, and notes filled with his ideas about human potential. Alex and Caden realized that Jonas had been preparing for something greater than just exploration. He had been preparing humanity to meet challenges across the stars. "It's incredible," Caden said, running his hand over a console. "Jonas thought of everything. He knew humans could adapt, learn, and grow, if given the chance." Alex smiled. "And that's why he left the ring for us, to see if we could unlock that potential." Suddenly, the ring pulsed brighter. Alex and Caden instinctively moved closer. Light expanded outward, forming holographic projections around the chamber. Stars, planets, and streams of data shimmered in midair. The ring's glow felt alive, almost like it was breathing with them. "Look at this," Alex whispered. "It's showing us the possibilities." Caden nodded. "Not just possibilities, the paths humans can take if we think, adapt, and collaborate. It's beautiful." The ring's projections began to shift, showing human settlements, ships, and colonies among distant planets. Patterns of movement, energy, and innovation connected across space. Alex realized that the ring was more than a guide for individuals. It was a symbol of human ingenuity reaching outward into the universe. "This is what Jonas wanted," Alex said, "for humans to realize that we can shape our future, that we can thrive if we trust ourselves and each other." Caden placed the ring gently back on the pedestal. The glow dimmed slightly, as if acknowledging their understanding. "We've learned what it wanted us to learn," he said. "And now, it's up to us to continue." As they studied the projections, Alex and Caden began to plan. They would take the lessons of the ring and share them with humanity, not by giving them the artifact, but by showing what humans were capable of when they used creativity, intelligence, and collaboration together. The Human Advancement Office had sent agents to track them, but Alex and Caden knew now that the ring's purpose was not to be controlled. When the agents arrived, they were met not with conflict, but with clarity. Alex and Caden explained what they had learned. The ring enhanced human potential, but only when humans worked together, using their minds and hearts. The agents listened carefully and slowly. Understanding dawned. The artifact was not a weapon, not a tool of control. It was a mirror, reflecting the best of humanity. One agent finally spoke. "We underestimated the human factor, the ring. It responds not to force, but to collaboration and ingenuity. We see now that it belongs with those capable of understanding its lessons." Alex smiled. "Exactly. It's not about power. It's about growth, about realizing what humans can achieve when we think, create, and trust each other." The agents nodded, silently acknowledging the truth. They left the ring with Alex and Caden, trusting that the lessons it taught would be respected and shared responsibly. As the days passed, Alex and Caden worked together, studying the station, experimenting with the ring, and exploring the asteroid cluster. Each day brought new discoveries, small technologies that could improve human life, energy patterns that could power ships more efficiently, and methods of communication that could connect distant colonies instantly. "It's amazing what humans can do," Alex said one evening, watching Caden adjust a device that converted sunlight into energy with incredible efficiency. "If we continue learning, thinking, and collaborating, we could change everything." Caden laughed softly. "And we will. But not just for ourselves, for everyone." The ring pulsed in response, almost like it was smiling with them. Its lessons had been understood. It had guided them to this point, and now it was ready to assist in the next stage, helping humans expand, innovate, and thrive in ways previously thought impossible. As they prepared to leave the asteroid station for the wider universe, Alex felt a sense of calm and purpose. The stars were no longer distant, mysterious points of light. They were opportunities, challenges, and possibilities, places where humans could prove their ingenuity and spirit. "Ready to take the next step?" Caden asked, glancing at the ship. Alex nodded. "Yes. Let's show the universe what humans can do." Their journey was just beginning, but they carried with them more than the ring. They carried knowledge, courage, and the unshakable belief that humans were capable of extraordinary things. The artifact had taught them that potential alone was not enough. It was the choices, creativity, and collaboration of humans that truly mattered. The spacecraft lifted off the asteroid, guided by both Caden's skill and the subtle pulses of the ring. Stars streaked past them, and Alex felt a thrill unlike any before. They were not just passengers in the universe. They were explorers, learners, and creators. Over time, their story spread. Humanity began to understand that technology alone could not solve challenges. It was human ingenuity and collaboration that were the true keys to progress. Communities on distant planets learned to work together, innovate, and adapt, inspired by the lessons Alex and Caden had discovered. And through it all, the ring remained a symbol, glowing softly in moments of insight and discovery, reminding humans of the lesson that mattered most: that intelligence, creativity, and empathy, working together, could achieve what no machine or protocol ever could. Years later, Alex looked back at the ring, now safely stored in the station's core, its glow a gentle reminder of the journey that had begun. Caden stood beside them, smiling. "We've come so far," he said. Alex nodded. "Yes, and yet, we've only just begun." The ring pulsed warmly, echoing their resolve. Its purpose was fulfilled. It had shown that humans could rise to challenges, adapt to new worlds, and unlock potential beyond imagination. But more importantly, it had reminded them that humans were capable of shaping their destiny through courage, collaboration, and trust. As they set course for the next distant star system, Alex felt a deep connection to the universe, to humanity, and to the lessons of the ring. They understood now that the ring's true gift was not its power, but the reminder that humans, with their minds, hearts, and creativity, were capable of greatness beyond any limits. The stars stretched endlessly ahead, a canvas for human ingenuity. Alex and Caden, guided by the ring's wisdom and their own courage, were ready to explore, learn, and inspire. The future of humanity was not only bright, it was theirs to shape, together. And somewhere far away, in the quiet of the cosmos, Uncle Jonas would have smiled, knowing that the ring had fulfilled its purpose, and that the legacy of human potential had been secured. The glow of the ring faded gently into the light of the stars, a silent promise that humanity's adventure had only just begun.